I know gas is expensive, but I could have given you a ride.
Elevator's broken.
It was fine when I came up from admitting. Dana Miller, the cancer researcher, spontaneous pneumothorax.
Oh, for a thin file.
She just got admitted.
Lots of things can cause pneumothorax. Why don't we let 8 or 10 other doctors rule out the boring stuff?
We want to take this case. She's maybe 5 or 10 years away from curing retinoblastoma.
Which would make this case attractive to anyone who has some vested interest in people curing the incurable.
She hasn't suffered from COPD. She doesn't smoke. She hasn't been scuba diving. O2 sats are low even after chest tube insertion.
Pneumothorax could be secondary to a bunch of things: cystic fibrosis, lung cancer.
Or, to be slightly more optimistic, late onset asthma triggered by an unknown allergen.
We have a case?
Did you just get to work?
Am I in trouble?
Did you take the elevators up?
Yes.
So, steroids for asthma?
Yeah. Do a CT looking for hyperinflation to confirm.
I thought my hospital was high-tech. I'd have to wait all day for a CT.
Dr. House gets a few perks.
He has his own scanner.
No, just very loose interpretations of hospital procedure.
I appreciate the extra effort, but
Our gift to society. We want to get you back to work as soon as possible.
I'm not working. At least not as a doctor. I quit. I left 8 months ago.
You mean like a sabbatical?
I had a uterine myoma. Benign, but it ruptured and I needed emergency surgery. I was lying there on the table thinking, I can't die now. I haven't been happy yet.
Couldn't you just buy an overpriced German sports car or have an affair?
My sports car is doing what I want, when I want. Right now, I'm learning how to run a kitchen from one of the best chefs in New York.
You're washing pots and smashing garlic.
Smashing garlic makes me happy. Before that, it was 8 years studying, 12 years in that lab. It's always what I was supposed to do, never what I wanted to do.
We need a biopsy to confirm.
You need an open lung biopsy to confirm pulmonary fibrosis. That's invasive surgery. I'd be out of commission for weeks.
No offense, but you're not working. What does it matter if you spend a little time in bed?
Not working doesn't mean I don't have places to go. I've got my book group, piano lessons, cooking classes. They make me happy.
A warm apple fritter makes me happy. Doesn't fulfill me as a person.
And working here does.
If it didn't, I'd have found a way to go back to tucking tummies.
Well, good for you. If your job fulfills you and makes you happy, that's rare.
I didn't say I was happy. I loved being a plastic surgeon. The money, the lifestyle. And in a lot of ways, this job stinks. I'm making $5. I'm always annoyed. But
You can look yourself in the mirror and think, I did something worthwhile today.
exactly.
Well, that's important. And I do miss that, but it just wasn't enough anymore. That doesn't feel right.
Sit up.
Ow! Oh, that's weird. What is it, ascites? Ow!
Your belly's full of blood.
First, her lung deflates like me after a cold shower. Now her liver starts to bleed like me after a... You okay? Great. Just practicing my clown college audition.
Someone set a tripwire. We were with the patient the whole time.
We were in the GRC.
Lung, liver, go.
Shouldn't you be obsessing over who did this to you?
Nope. Anybody bother MRIing our patient's liver for tumors?
No tumors, no cysts, no clear etiology. If you're not obsessing, you must have already figured it out.
Yes. So I'm obsessing about why you're not obsessing about why our patient's liver suddenly sprang a leak.
It's a tiny spot on the caudate lobe. Could be a granuloma. Rose into the hepatic artery, causes the bleed.
What caused the granuloma?
Blastomycosis. Could have been asymptomatic for months. It hits her lungs, we give her steroids, it blossoms and attacks her liver.
Get a piece of her lung, stick it under a black light. If it glows, sick children who need her souffles can breathe easier. Foreman.
Again?
You have a problem.
I told you, I didn't.
Then you really have a problem. When she turned her head to look at the MRI, I think she's losing her peripheral vision.
Because she turned her head.
I'm happy for you. A love so deep, you're ready to chuck your medical license to give her powerful, unproven drugs with dangerous side effects. I don't want to make any assumptions about your feelings for me, but I do have a birthday coming up.
Dr. Miller, I doubt if you'll remember me.
James Wilson, right? Chicago, the adenocarcinoma conference.
Impressive. You want some cortisone for that itch?
Liver failure. Itching is one of the lovely side effects.
Why did you quit?
Well, the worst thing is now every time I get sick, I have to listen to a dozen people judge me.
Do you want me to congratulate you? I've got 4 kids in Pedonk right now who are gonna die. 3 of them within a year, the other in a few days, probably.
Breakthroughs will happen. With or without me, someone will find the answer.
Maybe. I'm in the trenches. I'm doing triage as best I can. You had the chance to end the war. How is someone like me supposed to keep fighting when someone like you just walked away?
When I left my job, a lot of people were furious with me. It was easier to be angry than to admit they weren't happy. That they were stuck in a rut somewhere in their lives, unable to move forward. What's your rut?
Patient's MRI was negative. No tumors, no lesions.
Where's your cane?
Where are your coworkers?
I paged them.
It'd still be psychogenic.
Technically, it can't still be that because it never could be that. She scratched through her skull while she was sleeping, unless she was having a dream about fleas.
Oh, hey, funny you should drop by. We were just talking about this patient of ours. Tell him the part about where 2 of her doctors don't show up. Where are you going? Polyneuropathy. If it's not in the brain, it's in the nerves. Explains the itching, the lungs, the liver. Shock the affected area, reboot the nerves, she'll be fine.
Hang up, he's here.
We've been paging you all night.
By all means, let's discuss the failed attempts to contact me, not the reason behind them.
Patient started experiencing spinal shocks before the machine was turned on. Lermite sign.
Shocks without shock, an itch that won't stop. She needs Dr. Seuss.
Lermite sign could mean Behcet's B12 deficiency.
No sores, no anemia. Where's Foreman?
No idea.
Could be another demyelinating disease. Why are you asking about Foreman and not 13?
Because both questions are bound to have the same answer. Ebony and ivory are joined near the hip. Forget the brain, look lower.
Spinal tumor wouldn't explain the liver or the lungs.
But an aggressive spinal hemangioma could.
Go find it.
What's going on with everyone today?
It involves House, Foreman, and 13, which means it's either dumb, dangerous, or tragic, or a combination. I'm embracing my ignorance.
House was right about the hemangioma. Looks fixable.
What's that? Hemangiomas travel solo. This thing's brought a friend. Masses in her lungs and spine, one in her pericardium.
They're everywhere.
Classic for mesothelioma. It metastasizes outward to the spine and muscles.
Ah, the irony of it. Maybe she wouldn't be sick at all if some other lazy cancer researcher hadn't gone home early.
Where are Foreman and 13?
Shouldn't you be saying those weren't there when we scanned her 2 days ago?
Mesothelioma shouldn't grow this fast.
Good rephrasing. Have Wilson do a biopsy to confirm.
No. Something weird is going on. It involves our colleagues. We should know. You want us to treat the patient? Tell us what's going on.
Actually, all he needs us to do is tell Wilson to do something. So,
You always blab to watch people react. So not blabbing means you don't want us to react, which can't be good. Is 13's headache not just a headache? If I check with admitting, am I going to find her name?
Little pinch. I'm sorry about the other day. I unloaded on you, and...
You're not sorry. You feel bad because mesothelioma means I'm dying. You're a good person. I appreciate the sentiment.
I'm not apologizing because you're dying. I'm apologizing because you were right. I am stuck. My girlfriend died. She was the only person I've loved for a long time, and I'm still living in her apartment. I'm surrounded by her things. I've left it all exactly where it was. I don't know how to get unstuck.
The only wrong thing is to do nothing.
Yeah. All right.
That's not supposed to happen.
Mesothelioma doesn't bleed.
So what causes masses that do bleed?
AVN secondary to schistosomiasis.
She'd be crawling with worms, we'd have noticed it. Gorham's disease and Kasabach-Merrick can both cause super aggressive vascular tumors. Patient's heart just stopped.
So what causes that?
Cardiac tamponade. She's bleeding into her pericardium, smothering her heart. Syringe. BP's going back up. It's working.
No, it's not. Look. We're transfusing platelets, FFP, everything to try to keep her stable, but we can barely keep up with the blood loss. At this rate, she could be dead by the end of the day.
We need to resect the vascular tumors, stop the bleeding.
Too late. No surgeon's gonna touch her now.
So we give up? Just let her bleed out?
Don't be silly. You know what that would do to our malpractice insurance rates? We go on the offensive, cut off the invading army's supply line.
You're talking about embolization?
Cut off the arteries that feed blood to the tumors. They wither and die. Start with the ones in her lungs. If they get any bigger, she's gonna have a hard time breathing. So she'll have a hard time telling us she's dead.
You can't kill the tumors without also killing healthy tissue. If we wipe out 3/4 of her lungs...
Let's hope that running marathons wasn't on her happy list.
House. If you're looking for returnable bottles, Cutner's already cleaned it out.
Damn. Oh well. Means the only thing I'm gonna get out of this is a diagnosis.
So the nurses gave her pads instead of tampons. Is that diagnostically relevant?
The fact that the nurses had to give her anything is she's bleeding from her uterus.
Women do that. It's perfectly natural, not scary at all.
She's menstruating and she's bleeding everywhere. There's about a 3 or 4 in 28 chance it's a coincidence, which leaves a much bigger chance that the diagnosis is ectopic endometriosis. She had a myoma 8 months ago. Surgeons cut through her uterine wall. Every cut of the scalpel could have sent endometrial cells spilling out into her bloodstream. Some of them took up residence in her lungs, some in her liver, some in her spine. Like all horny little cells, they went forth and multiplied until they reached a critical mass. In the days leading up to her next period, when her uterus is supposed to swell, everything swelled. Then when her uterus was supposed to bleed, everything bled. Yes, ladies, I am blaming her period. Granted, it's the worst period ever. Although, frankly, not by all that much. Cut out the masses, she'll be fine.
Can't do surgery until her cycle's over and she stops bleeding.
Well, let's hope she can hold out till then. In the meantime, get her a pint of cookie dough ice cream and a DVD of Beaches. I need a bone saw.
I'm sorry. I wish I could.
I just want a little tiny slice of this guy's brain. That's all I need. Just enough to tell me what's killing Foreman.
A thin slice of Joe's brain could also cause a public health crisis.
It's not a good idea to scream fire every time somebody lights a match.
Don't downplay this, House. You put both of them in isolation for a reason. Joe's death elevates this situation to a biosafety level 3.
Ooh, level 3. You call Jack Bauer.
I called the CDC.
Well, tell him I'll be really, really careful.
We don't have the proper equipment for you to be really, really careful. You can do whatever you want to Foreman, but the CDC will do this autopsy.
Whatever. The point is, we'll be lucky to get results in 3 days.
I told them how urgent this is.
And they told you?
We'll have the results in 3 days.
Oh, that's a shame. Because Foreman will never get to know what it was. He'll be dead in 36 hours. Maybe this is a toxin. Maybe it's not contagious at all. You're killing Foreman because of a maybe.
Well, you have 36 hours to figure out which one it is.
Foreman, come here, fast.
What's going on? When are they doing the autopsy?
You're doing it now. You ever studied how they used to do ice pick lobotomies?
I read about it in med school. Why would I?
Shove an ice pick into the eye socket just above the tear duct. Bang it a couple of times with a hammer, get a sample.
What's going on, Hal?
Foreman, you can't do it. You'd be in violation of...
Can't do the time if you're not alive.
You, I need you to suit up. Get that equipment away from Dr. Foreman.
Take your time, guys. Why don't you just tell him to go slow? Won't be your fault.
Foreman, we don't even know what kind of contagion we're dealing with.
Which is why we need to chop into the guy's head.
It's dangerous.
Not to you, Foreman.
There are other ways to diagnose you.
Yeah? You have the answer? Foreman, do it now.
I am warning you, do not...
What are you doing?
I didn't feel right.
He's blind.
But he thinks he can see. Same as the cop.
Need something to bag the sample.
Forget it. You just biopsied a mattress.
No, I'm fine. House, there's the sample. Get it. Test it. You gotta test that sample.
Apparently, I was optimistic about the 36 hours. Intractable, unbearable pain is up next. Sure you don't want to reconsider that whole autopsy thing?
They'll lock Joe up downstairs until the CDC gets here. Foreman, you can't see.
Right.
House wants to start you on some meds. They're in the airlock.
For what?
Leading candidate is toxic mold.
Is Cameron sick?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You're casting your net a little wider than toxic mold, aren't you?
Guillain-Barré is also on the table.
Oval shape. That's either an L or a 7. I'm guessing an L. Leberfloxacin, because you can't rule out bacteria. 800. That's the dosage for acyclovir, in case it's viral. Square. No, more like rhombus. That's fluconazole for fungus. It's about 8 others here. You're treating me for everything. You have no idea what I've got.
The House thinks this is the best course of action.
House is desperate. House is never desperate.
Something we give you will work.
Yeah. We should start treating all patients this way. When they get sick, they just take everything.
It's better than doing nothing.
Feeling any better?
How are you doing?
I'm not the patient.
You just said rate elevated.
No. So far, it looks like I lucked out.
Cameron, looks like you left a tourniquet on the bed.
You can see again?
Treatment's working.
Question is, which treatment?
We'll start weaning them off one at a time. Which one do we start with?
I don't care if you do it alphabetically. Just stay on top of his vision. First sign of regression means we've taken him off the wrong one.
Latest blood work. Foreman's amylase and lipase levels are 3 times normal.
Pancreas is failing.
A toxic side effect of his meds. Field of vision is regressing, and he's reached an 8 on the pain scale.
The disease pattern is following the exact course as Joe's.
Only it's moving much faster in Foreman.
Good. It's an anomaly. Anomalies tell us things. Why would this go faster in Foreman? What's different?
Could be a different strain of the same disease.
Right. We were wasting all this time looking for an unknown disease. We should have been looking for a different strain of an unknown disease.
Joe's a cop. He's into physical fitness. He could have had a more powerful immune system, stronger metabolism.
Foreman's black.
What? How long have you been sitting on this information?
Lupus, gout, glaucoma, osteoarthritis, hypertension, diabetes, stop me anytime. They all affect black people more than whites.
Check everything. Bacterials, fungals, toxins, parasites. Look for anything with a documented racial disparity. Wait.
The rat showing symptoms?
No. He's completely healthy. Maybe that's the difference between Foreman and the cop. You're dying too fast.
Couldn't agree more.
Hey, Cuddy. Having a nice visit?
What's that?
Legionella pneumophila.
And why are you carrying a vial of it around with you?
Foreman was perfectly healthy before he got this infection. Our cop wasn't. He had Legionnaire's disease, and our cop didn't turn into brain food until we cured the Legionella. Legionella slowed down the disease.
Why would that happen?
No idea. Just know that it did.
So you want to infect Foreman?
You're gonna tattle to the CDC?
The meds can't help me, but a disease can? Forget it. Just take the pain away and put me under.
Put you under, I can't monitor your pain. If I can't monitor your pain, I won't know if the Legionella is working.
I'm not consenting to you giving me... What was that?
Wish there could have been a puff of smoke or something. Would have been much more dramatic. Keep your slippers on. Wouldn't want you to cut your foot. What type of illnesses affect humans but not rats?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I'm sure that you spent the first 12 years of your life dreaming of being a vet. The rat is not getting sick. Cameron is not getting sick.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. Presumably you're still healthy because whatever it is not bloodborne. Steve has no excuse. He did everything that Foreman did.
Some bacterial infections don't affect rats.
Foreman tested negative for every bacterial infection that would affect his brain.
And what infections could he be positive for but test negative for? When we test for infections, we look for antibodies. And what if the patient is infected but has no antibodies? What if the body is not fighting the infection?
Why would...
I asked first. Let's start with the what. We'll deal with the why later.
If the body doesn't recognize the infection, our tests come back negative and the disease rampages through the body unstopped.
Exactly like the cop and exactly like Foreman. And what if the patient was then exposed to a second infection, like Legionella? The body would recognize that infection, increase the white count, send in the troops to start fighting, and the initial infection would get caught in the crossfire. So the question becomes, what type of bacterial infection affects humans but not rats, and the human body would be unlikely to recognize? The answer is Listeria. I'm starting you on Amp and Gent.
So you're basing this theory on the test being negative and your rat being healthy?
And the fact that Legionnaires is helping you.
But the medicine you want to give me will put an end to that.
Yeah.
And if it's not Listeria, all the Gent will do is cure the Legionnaire's disease and put whatever is killing me back into overdrive.
Stop asking me questions based on the premise that I'm wrong. Antibiotics are in the airlock.
I think the first biopsy didn't give us the answer because you didn't go deep enough. I want you to do a white matter brain biopsy.
Absolutely. Don't blame you. The world is such a complicated place if you've got higher reasoning skills. I'm often jealous of small animals and retarded children. Take the antibiotics.
There can be minimal damage if it's done right. If the surgeons drill where I tell them to drill.
One slip. You could spend the rest of your life not being able to keep your drool in your mouth.
I'd rather be disabled than dead.
Sure, I make it look oh so sexy. It's actually not as glamorous as you might think.
The biopsy will tell us for sure what's wrong.
The antibiotics could do the same thing.
Could, not will.
We try, we see.
The antibiotics will bring back the pain.
Pain makes us make bad decisions. Fear of pain is almost as big a motivator. Look, we still have time. I will do that biopsy if I have to, but not a moment before.
Prep the drill. We've got to be ready to go if we get the signal.
I screwed up the first time through this place.
Foreman told you everywhere he went.
It's not where, it's when. He came here early afternoon. Me and Steve came through 2 hours too late. You were 6 hours early. It's the water. The irrigation system only pumped.
House, I tested the water. The water's clean. House.
We tested the wrong water. He stole cable, he stole fertilizer, and he stole water. It's riddled with Naegleria.
I know.
You already did the biopsy.
I thought I had no choice.
How's my son?
He has primary mimic meningoencephalitis. It's a parasite that goes through the nose and migrates into the brain where it feeds on brain cells. The Legionella attacked the parasite. That's why the disease slowed down.
Is it treatable?
We started him on an antiparasitic, and the amoebas will clear out of his system.
And he'll be okay.
And then we'll wean him out of the coma.
Will he be okay?
There'll be no lasting damage from the parasite.
But the surgery.
We don't know.
Got a case for you.
Smells funny.
Patient had an idiopathic anaphylactic reaction. Stumped 2 ER docs and an immunologist from Johns Hopkins.
Patient went from asymptomatic to fried kidneys in less than a year. Stumped 3 internists and a department chair from Harvard.
14-year-old girl, intermittent attacks.
4-year-old boy, consistently at death's door.
This patient died 5 years ago.
I didn't say which side of the door he was on. The fact that he's dead makes it more interesting. 4-year-olds do not die of burgers.
I thought it was relevant.
Death is a consequence, not a symptom. And if it's not a symptom, it's not relevant.
Shouldn't we be trying to maximize what we can save here? 14-year-old, your freedom, our asses.
Right. Save your asses.
She was in a car accident when she was 2. She only had minor injuries, but her father died.
That was 12 years ago. You think that's pertinent?
No, I think it's sad. She got sick in the middle of her 14th birthday party, which is sad and pertinent. Maybe she was opening a present that triggered the reaction.
Whose house?
Pissing contest with Foreman.
Last thing she ate was strawberry cake, but allergy tests for everything were negative.
You like your dentist? I'm still going to my pediatric one. What's your dentist's name?
Williams.
What if it's not an allergic reaction? Hereditary angioedema or systemic mastocytosis could mimic anaphylaxis.
You're not sure of his name? You just saw him this morning.
The assistant's name is Angie. Her home number is...
Normal complement studies, no skin lesions.
You had a manicure. This is fresh. You weren't at the dentist. Why would you lie about that?
To avoid having this conversation.
Elevated BP. What about pheochromocytoma?
Or an anaphylactoid reaction which could be triggered by certain opioids.
You've had your hair cut 3 times since I've met you. You can't be embarrassed about a manicure. There's gotta be a deeper reason.
Did House give you homework?
She's not on any meds.
Haven't you heard? Everybody lies.
And the tox screen was clean.
Feel free to jump in at any time.
We'll check catecholamines for pheo and run an expanded opioid panel. You see what the patient says about drug use when her mother's out of the room.
What kind of drugs?
What kind did you have in mind?
Iris has always been a moody girl, and now that she's a teenager, it's gotten worse. So for the past few months, I've been giving something to relax her, diazepam. I tell her it's vitamin C. Being normal is very important to Iris. She couldn't handle the thought of being on meds.
Anti-anxiety medications would explain it. If we keep her off, she'll be moody, but healthy. Or it's something else.
Feeling any pain or cramping here?
A bit. But not just there, here.
Breast tenderness. Have you been having regular periods, Iris?
Not really.
What is it?
I think we should run a pregnancy test.
Iris isn't sexually active. She doesn't even have a boyfriend.
Pregnancy would explain all of her symptoms, can even cause some unpredictable allergic reactions.
How can I be pregnant if I've never even had sex?
We just need to drop the blood.
What's the matter?
My arms. I can't feel my arms.
Everything looks good.
What's the matter?
My arms.
Still nothing?
Oh, now they're sore. Paresthesia's gone.
Bruising be caused by physical trauma?
You think she fell out of bed repeatedly?
A blood disorder, maybe thrombocytopenia.
A vitamin K deficiency or scurvy could explain bleeding problems, and pregnancy could exacerbate it.
Boys do a home search, girls do lab tests. Pretty sure that's not sexist.
She does have a boyfriend.
Love letters. Porn.
Nasty kind. Torture, rape, animals.
Sweet kid.
He came here last night, and he told me I should leave. But I didn't want to, and he got mad.
He hit you?
Physical trauma.
Explains the negatives of the blood disorder.
We should call the police.
I won't tell them anything.
That's ridiculous. He beat you.
What is it?
It's getting hard to see. What the hell is happening to me?
There are two types of people. Those who can move on and those who can't. My father keeps up a good front, but he's just like Emery. You need to leave him alone.
So he has two types of people inside of him. MRA was normal.
Yeah, how did
I found out where your boyfriend lives. When I paid him a visit, he took off, ran in front of a car.
You're lying.
He's down in the ER right now.
Shut up, you lying sack of crap.
Iris.
How do you know I'm lying? How do you know your boyfriend's okay?
'Cause I'm right here, you dick.
When you say your boyfriend hit you, it means you actually hit yourself.
And the pregnancy doesn't take a boyfriend, just a boy. You may not be aware of half the things you've done.
How could this be happening to my own daughter without me knowing it?
Diazepam was masking it. Taking her off made it more apparent.
But I wasn't on diazepam. What is that?
That's what those vitamin pills were. Iris, I am so sorry. I thought you were moody, and I didn't want you to think you needed medication. Oh my God, I can't believe how stupid I've been.
We need you to help us with something. Different ulcers can have different apparent symptoms. Allergies, paresthesia, vision loss, changes in blood pressure.
Do you think I'm making this up?
Your symptoms are real, but some are physiological and others are psychological.
So there's something wrong with her, in addition to the multiple personalities?
Yes, but we won't know what until we access her alters and compare their symptoms.
Well, how do you do that?
Hypnosis. You remember being hurt?
I remember everything.
Baby. It's going to be okay.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
It was my fault that he died.
Oh no.
So what? I was crying and he couldn't drive. It was my fault, Daddy.
Oh no. No, honey. You were just a baby. It wasn't your fault. No, shh.
It's my fault. I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry.
not seeing an embryo in the fallopian tube.
I'm not seeing an embryo anyway.
Which idiot did the pregnancy test?
I did one of them, chased it, another, tabbed it a third. 3 tests, 3 positives. What happened to your eye?
Like Rat Park's ass. Exoplanets.
I think he said exoplanets.
Wait for it. We can't actually see them. We infer their existence because of the effect they have on the star they orbit.
Pregnancy test only infers an embryo's existence because of elevated HCG levels.
Which could also be caused by choriocarcinoma, which affects the placenta, mimics pregnancy, and causes elevated BP and vaginal bleeding.
Occult choriocarcinoma, which is why we didn't see it on the ultrasound.
Tell all the alters that they have cancer.